NewGenGamers.com.
And I've been fined by O'Rourke. Now you can buy different bikes.
So that's 2 games in a row you've been arrested by an Irishman.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. I think you need to stay away from the police, Ray.
I guess so. Alright. Well, that was a look at Road Rash here.
And as you can see there, you can upgrade your bikes as you go on, and
It's a bunch of different tracks here.
yeah, so it's not just a regular racing game. There's a little bit of extra stuff, which in today's racing games, you don't just see a racing game. There's so much to them now. So this was kind of novel back then.
And each one has a completely different environment, and
Yeah, you can see this is way different.
you have that mountain vista look to it. And I'm trying to knock these guys off here. I'm punch them in the head. Try and do something like, you know, just ignorant to them. There we go. So it was basically, you know, EA ended up doing the Burnout series later on after they got Criterion. So this was kind of like an early take on that car combat, which was made famous by, you know, Twisted Metal and Burnout with games later. So the seeds were there for car combat. And this was a pretty good look at Road Rash here. So we're going to move on to something a little different. Alright, we're moving on with the generation of the Genesis here, and we're going to show you a little bit of split-screen Sonic 2. So, what stage do you want to do?
No, it doesn't matter. How about Casino Night? Because that's
Casino
a little
Night's
bit
always
different.
fun. Yeah, this was one of the first games to attempt split-screen.
And you can see it squashes your guy quite a bit, but
It still makes it worth it, you know? Just to have that competitive aspect with a friend, you know?
yeah, it's better than on a lot of the previous 2-player games we'd seen where you had to take turns playing them. You know, as far as like adventure and platform games go.
Yeah. And this one actually, you know, ushered in that era of split screen, which we would see utilized until pretty much recently, where online's pretty much all you see anymore.
Yeah.
So this form of multiplayer was viable for a good decade at least. Wouldn't you say so? About a decade.
It still is. I mean, if you want to play with a friend and you know you want to play sitting down, you really don't have a choice. Not many people are going to get
multiple
TVs
consoles,
out.
yeah. Yeah, there's always that option, but yeah, not many people use that.
Oh, there we go. I was stuck in there. Even you know, like the PS3 for a while was supposedly going to have 2 monitor outs, you know, 2 TV outs, and they ended up scrapping that because really, who's going to do that? Now I'm noticing a lot of slowdown here.
Yeah, I'm not liking the lag here.
Yeah, the 2-player split screen is definitely taxing the system.
Yeah, I didn't notice that back in the day, but now that we know what lag is, you know, back in the day I didn't know too much about lag.
Yeah, I think we just ignored it when things like that happen, because, you know, if you're a kid, you don't...
It's like, oh, it's going a little bit slower, oh well.
That's because I'm going so fast is what you think.
You're being slowed down.
Yeah, so things have definitely changed.
Yeah, but this was still an early, you know, a good attempt, you know, for an early system.
Yeah, it still works well. It was just when there's a lot of stuff going on there, it was slowing down, but other than that, it's a good attempt at 2-player.
And it gives you multiple chances to go at it. You get your your
Oh, I
two
had
zones.
0 rings.
Ooh.
That didn't work out real well.
Yeah, you get your 2 chances at it, and then if you have a tiebreaker stage, if you both get 1 stage apiece. Just don't give me the Robotnik. I always hated that Robotnik and that. Ooh. I'll go this way. Let's try this.
And of course, the game itself is just more of Sonic 1, essentially. They added the Tails character, who I'm playing as a extra character, and helps Sonic out in the game to a degree.
No, mainly because of Mario and Yoshi.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everything they did with Sonic at this time was some sort of comparative competition to what Nintendo was doing.
Yeah, this was really a, head-to-head generation.
Yeah.
I mean, the systems were mostly, comparable. Only minor differences. The platform characters, they tended to take kind of the same route.
And, as far as sales go, Nintendo ended up with about 49 million total. Genesis ended up with about 29 million total. So Nintendo definitely dominated, but
it was all towards the end, though.
Yeah, I mean, Sega did well and kept up with them and did a lot better than NEC did with the TurboGrafx. I mean, they were, at least in the US, they were not even close to...
This is the tiebreaker. You're going to want to try and get ahead of me here.
Oh, I see. And not hit those, huh? How do I go faster?
You gotta jump in front of me.
Oh, I see.
Just not into those. I got round 1. Yeah, and something else to note on this one is that Sonic 2 was the best-selling game for the Genesis.
Yeah.
At what, 6 million?
6 million, and I mean, everyone that had a Genesis had it, and it came packed in, after a while, so if you got a Genesis during that time...
You got Sonic 2 whether you wanted it or not, but but most people that had a Genesis wanted it for Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of the better games for the system, and it was, the one that anyone could play and everyone talked about.
Oh yeah, and something we didn't mention while doing this is their kind of pseudo 3D.
Yeah, this was their attempt at a 3D type approach. Now, the Super Nintendo had tricks that they used to emulate 3D. Here we see the Genesis's attempt, which again, I do not like saying plural Genesis, but, So, there's Sonic 2, the 2-player mode, which is just an extension of the 1-player mode.
Now, you want me to give a little run through the single player?
I guess now that you've mentioned it.
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun, and pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free. Act now. Wiener Dog Sweater sold separate.
DJGamers.com